NASA during the space race, but have you heard of the hidden figures at the Baton Rouge General Hospital? In the 1950s, Earl Dean Joseph, Anna Catherine, Anderson Jackson, Lucinda Warren, Audrey Cotton, Gwendolyn Woods Miller were all among the first group of black women hired to work at the Baton Rouge General Hospital. In keeping with the racial attitudes of the time, one section called 4 South was exclusively for black patients and staffed exclusively by black nurses. 4 South had 27 of the hospital's 250 beds. On 4 South, which included infant nursery, most rooms had 7 beds because of its segregated nature, meant that all black patients went there regardless of their medical needs. According to one of the nurses, we had to work extra hard because we did not have the equipment that the other floors had. We had pass-me-down equipment and secondhand equipment. We had mothers, babies, old people. We had children with polio, meningitis. We had cardiac patients and trauma victims all on one floor. We even had patients in the hallway, but we still did the best that we could with what we had. Treating patients with infectious diseases on the same ward with others was one of the major challenges. 4 South had 3 private rooms, usually held by those with infectious diseases, but when there were more contagious patients, they were placed in hallways with portable screens set up to isolate them. These nurses would change gowns before and after treating patients. The nurses did a good job of keeping their hands and gowns sanitized despite the lack of proper equipment, and amazingly, they did not have any cross-infection. Because the ward handled such a wide variety of cases, it required that nurses be versatile. It was especially true on the night shift when only 2 nurses were on duty. They had to plan their work around looking in on the contagious patients, either seeing them at the start of or the end of their shift. In the 1940s and 50s, there was no place for black nurses to go to training in Louisiana, so many traveled to St. Louis or Mississippi. It wasn't until the Capital Area Trade School was opened in 1953, where women all over Louisiana attended the state school to learn practical nursing. The first black nursing instructor for the school was Mary C. Harris, who, by the way, was a member of Shiloh for over 50 years. These nurses are remembered for shaping the medical experience for black people in the area while making a way for all black nurses to follow in their footsteps. Thank you.